Your child may be showing signs of back-to-school anxiety that aren't so obvious. So let's talk about those. Psychotherapist Mary Jo Rapini is live to help us out. Good morning to you, Mary Jo.
Good morning, Melissa.
Well, we know that a lot of kids were virtual last year, so this is going to be a big change to go back into that classroom. It can be tough for them, can it?
It sure can, Melissa. And I think the more parents are aware that some of the symptoms may be normal, it's just stress. And when they address it calmly and reassuringly, they do much better for the child.
Well, let's talk about some of those subtle signs that you might not be aware of. But if you have it in the forefront of your mind, then you can try to help them out.
That's right. I think the number one thing is that they no longer prefer the schedule that they've had. Like most kids in the summer, they go swimming, they eat lunch at a certain time. You know, they set up a schedule, and when they're no longer interested in that, parents should look deeper. It could be signs of anxiety or stress.
All right, now what if their mood has changed quite a bit? Would that be an obvious sign?
That would be an obvious thing. And I think what parents can do to really help with that is kind of get ready a week or maybe a couple days before school and kind of do a practice drill on how the schedule will change. Kids need to feel secure as they go forward.
What about any physical symptoms?
A lot of times kids will complain of tummy aches and headaches, and I think it's so important that we don't get over concerned. Because of the pandemic, we're all a little bit on edge, but school stress looks different than physical stress. Usually happens when you mention or start talking about school or school activities. So just reassure your child, take time with them, open up the conversation to talk about their anxiety and their feelings and what may make them feel better.
And Mary Jo, how can it affect them socially? Do you see a change with how they might act around their friends?
Right. Well, you know, because of the pandemic, once again, we've had to limit some of those friendships. So kids are worried right now that they might not fit in real life anymore. So if you can set up play dates or get-togethers or allow your child to at least talk to their friends, helps comfort them. I think that's a worry that every child has. They may not voice it, so it's important that parents bring up the conversation first.
And you say sometimes kids might even repeat a question to gain your reassurance.
That's right. They're not trying to drive the parents nuts. They're just looking for reassurance. And I think when parents really listen with a careful ear and ask them, be curious and say, I'm wondering what you're really asking. What are you really concerned about? Because kids don't know how to talk about how they feel. They'll act it out, Melissa. So if we can open that and be curious, then we can help reassure them and calm them.
Give lots of extra love. Everyone's going through a pretty difficult time right now. Mary Jo, thanks for your advice.
Thank you, Melissa.